J-Rod, the ultimate athlete here, also known as Nikki Nashville on the Wow Women of Wrestling. And I'm here with Kayfabe Friends.
Kayfabe Friends, the podcast you need.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Kayfabe Friends. I'm the David Difference. Oh, what a difference a Dave makes. Here to Dave the world, along with my Kayfabe compadre.
Your favorite holiday, NJ Holiday.
And we got a special guest today.
Yes, we do.
For this political P. Diddy discussion.
No, we don't. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. No. We're not doing that.
Talking politics today? No.
No politics, no baby oil, none of that. No scandals. No.
All right, we're going to keep it wrestling. How about that?
Straight wrestling.
That sounds good. Go ahead. Proper introduction. I mean, special guest, man. I'm in awe.
You said we're talking wrestling, but not only that, we're talking women's wrestling. J-Rod, the ultimate athlete, and she is here in Las Vegas this weekend to promote WOW Women's of Wrestling, and she is going to be debuting a new character. Tell us more about it.
I am Nikki Nashville.
There we go.
Thank you.
Put your glass down.
Yeah.
Give it up.
That's what I like to hear.
Let's go.
That's what I like to
Nikki
hear.
Nashville.
Nikki Nashville, y'all.
Nikki Nashville.
Yep.
From the Music City.
Yep.
From Tennessee.
Yep.
We're here at the Dave Cave, Kayfabe Friends, Las Vegas. So you know it's only right. We got to pull it out, Dave. We got to pull it out. Who else is from Tennessee? Who else is from Tennessee now? Let's
Jeff
go.
Garrett?
Double
Double J.
That's Double J. You're going to hear a lot of that name coming up.
J. Here we go. Check it out.
Oh.
Check it out, Miss
Do you play?
Nashville.
I don't, but I could crack it over one of your guys' heads. Jeff Jarrett would do.
Shakur,
Come on, go ahead. Exhibit A.
Yeah, take
Exhibit
that.
Exhibit A.
So from Nashville, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I live there,
Okay.
not from there, but hey.
Yeah, what is so no accent? I realize
Y'all.
that, right? Okay,
Y'all.
okay, yeah. Yes. Okay, I like. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Obviously, it's a pleasure to have you here. I think the first time I met you a few years back, FSW out here in Las Vegas with Big Fonz when you guys
Yes.
came out to the show at the downtown. So
Big Fonz.
you were in town for a special TV taping of WOW
Yes.
Women's of Wrestling. Tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about that and what's going on.
So we're on Fremont Street live tomorrow night, but we're recording a few episodes of the new season of WOW Women of Wrestling, and I will be debuting as Nikki Nashville,
Nice.
Southern Belle, girl next door with a little bit of glam
Mhm.
from Music City to Sin City, baby.
There
Let's
we go. There we
Okay.
go. That's the plug. There we is.
Yeah, welcome to Sin City.
So, like I said, with this character that you're gonna be displaying at WOW,
Character.
they got some nice gear, some custom gear.
Yes.
Elaborate more on that. How you gonna be looking? What you gonna be sporting?
So I will have the I'm trying to think of the word. What are the chaps? Chaps.
Okay.
I have
All right.
some chaps with some dangles and fringe and all out sparkles, glam, that cowgirl hat with rhinestones. And I'm just excited to kind of be a brand new character and bring a little sunshine to Las Vegas.
Sure.
Yeah.
We got
There we
enough
go.
sunshine, but we can use a little more.
No, we
right?
need some more
We
sunshine.
We can always use some
If
more.
we ever
That's
got
true.
to touch on, the perfect person to provide it, Nikki Nashville.
Yeah.
You
No.
heard it here first on Kayfabe Friends.
So Nikki Nashville, a lot to unpack and talk to you about. Obviously, I want to dive into your career. I mean, you've been on the scene for a while, tearing it up. I've seen you all over the place. Kind of, how did you get your start? What inspired you in the wrestling industry?
So I actually grew up as an athlete on just did every sport: volleyball, softball, cheer, track, gymnastics. I went to the University of Alabama. I
Hey.
graduated with a business degree. So I kind of took care of like what I felt was a proper step into the wrestling world. And so I found wrestling a little later, but when I found it, I was like, this is exactly what I'm meant to do, and I feel like my calling is. So I'm a firm believer that everything's meant to be, and God's timing.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things. I am fully just keeping his that faith and his plan, and just as long as I'm putting in the work, I feel like the proper doors will open and different things will happen, and making my dreams a reality. So
There you have it, manifesting magic around here.
Manifesting magic.
What was the first, like, were you always a wrestling fan? I know you were an athlete, but were you always a fan of wrestling?
So not really. I wish that I was, because I do feel like I would be a little bit further ahead in the wrestling world. But because I found it later, I just did a lot of research and did just a lot of old school wrestling. What is professional wrestling? Looked up different schools. I ended up getting trained by Rikishi and Reno over at Knox Pro. Bloodline. Let's go. So if you want to be the best, you got to get trained by the best. So that was one of the things. I lived in California for 6 years, and I would drive from San Diego to LA to train with Rikishi and Reno. And I've put now years and years of work, and now it's time to develop and bloom into what I can ultimately be here. So
nice. I feel well on our way there.
Yeah, well on your way, because you talk about blooming. Man, did you bloom going to OVW.
Thank you.
And then, like I said, a woman, the ultimate athlete, woman of all the accolades in the world. Well, let's talk about the one you got right now. You are the current OVW Women's Champion. So congratulations to the ultimate athlete, J-Rod. She is the face of the women's division on one of the hottest wrestling promotions right now, OVW, that has a hit show on Netflix called Wrestlers. You are now the face of this promotion, OVW. You won it by defeating Layla Gray.
Yes.
And let's tell us more about that.
No, honestly, I was not expecting to be champion so quickly. My first taping with OVW ended up coming out as the Royal Rumble winner, and then defeated Layla for the championship.
Sure did.
So, yep, like you said, OVW Women's Champ, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. I need to hear some more clapping back there. Some more enthusiasm.
Come on, more enthusiasm.
It's Friday night.
So
let's go.
So back to OVW. We know it's ran by the legend Al Snow.
Yep.
Al Snow, what does he mean to you as a mentor, as a promoter, and how is it working with him over in Kentucky?
I love working with Al Snow. He's got the mindset and those in-betweens and character work that I definitely feel like J-Rod needs to work on a little bit more. So I think that just being in that environment around people that have been there, done that, and have gone and done the things that I ultimately want to do, it's just one of those things. I'm super excited and grateful and humbled to be there with just the legends of WWE and the industry.
There you go. Well, you definitely have a presence. Like first time I seen you, obviously, like I said at FSW, you walk in and everybody's like, "Who's that?" That's like you got the look. And then when you get in the ring, obviously you could back it up. And you say on the character development aspect of it, like that's something you feel that you need to kind of work on a little bit, or you're getting there? How you feeling about that?
Yeah, I'm getting there. As you can see, I'm a little not camera shy, because I do feel like I'm a confident woman, but I just need to be able to speak what's inside a little bit better outwardly, So it's just one of those things. It takes reps, it takes consistency, it takes failure. I feel like there is no such thing as failure, but through failure is how you're going to learn and grow and develop. So I'm kind of just hoping to continue to fail so that way I can become great.
There you go. No, so far, charting an amazing course here. You recently had a match, and we'll talk about it to somebody that's near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
We're talking about Gabbi Tuft. Her comeback.
Wait. Shakur, you caught that. Someone who's near and dear to his heart.
My boo.
No, I debuted Gabbi to the Indies. So honestly,
nice.
Okay. It was one of those experiences. Like, I'm super excited. She's here, and since then she's faced Vert Vixen, and she's got my soul.
Yeah. No, yeah, right.
She took it.
So I saw it was a hell of a match, and obviously great to see her come back. Was there any, like, going into this match, had you planned it a while out, or did it just come up and said, I'll do it? Was there any differences to this match, or was it just another day at the office?
Any differences? I like what you did there.
Yeah.
Smooth.
There you go.
Gabby's really smart because she, like Al Snow and the Rikishi, the people that I've trained with, she's been there and has been a presence in the WWE. So she's very big on production and character. And so she actually came out the week of our show, and we actually went over and trained with Chavo at his ring.
Ooh, Chavo.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chavo.
That was really cool, but it was one of those things that I want to prove, how tough I am, and then, be a tough competitor for her debut into the independence as a woman.
Hell yeah.
No,
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Gabby. Like, you would think, I mean, everybody, had their thoughts of her coming back. Like, would she still have the talent, the ring rust, but looked like she hasn't missed a step, and actually stepped it up. So good stuff. And,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she helps over there with Dustin Rhodes' school. So she's training there nonstop. And I mean, she's in shape and still got it. That's for sure.
There you have. So you're talking about goals, manifesting things, obviously women of wrestling. And we just honored David McClain on at the Cauliflower Alley Club. He wasn't able to make it because I guess he was making the show. but he did get an award. So shout out to David McClain.
Shout out to Dave.
Have you had much interaction with him? And if so, like what have you learned from that experience thus far?
I hope to learn more. I have talked to him a couple times, and he's definitely shown interest in continuing to work with me and help developing me and my presence on TV and stuff like that. So I think just his knowledge and experience is definitely going to be really, I just think it's going to be something great. So I'm super excited to be with WOW and the different things that they're going to be able to help me with as well.
Yeah, no, he's got such a long history with Glow and then WOW, and like he definitely has a niche there and knows how to program women's wrestling and bring out these characters and bring out some amazing shows. Right. Obviously, he's got the business connect with Jeannie Buss there, owner of the Lakers. Have you had a chance to conversate with her?
What's crazy was we actually, I don't know if I can say some of this. But,
exclusive. Let's go.
But I did meet her, and she's fantastic, and I'm super excited. I think that it's definitely a way women empowerment is what they're all about, and so it's just something that I think is what the world needs, and strong women and people to look up to. And I feel like that's something I ultimately want to be. So to have someone in that position start a company that empowers women, I'm just super excited and proud to be there.
Amen. I love that.
Beautiful.
I love that.
So like the environment of let's talk about all women's promotion versus, obviously locker rooms are different everywhere. What are some of the differences as a woman that you've noticed? Is it more comfortable feel? Is it more empowering, or is it just, again, another day?
No. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of drama between females. Yeah. Do you like the traditional aspect of locker rooms, like I said, with promotions with the guys and the girls in one show? Or do you prefer the all-female promotions?
Well, some of the mostly male promotions, I'm the girl getting ready in the bathroom on my own or with one or two other women. So it is nice to have that full locker room.
There you go.
Catering, we get some massages or chiropractic care.
Let's talk to Joe the Falcon.
What's going on?
The whole nine. They set us up over there. So I think it's just incredible how well we're respected and treated in that way. So I definitely think that other promotions need to take note and step up their game on that behalf.
I like that.
Shout out to Joe the Falcon. Step your shit up, dude. Come on, man.
Come on, Joe.
Hey, you talking about Al Snow too? I'm just kidding.
This is just for Joe. Message to Joe, man.
But yeah. So what? Like I said, busy weekend out here at Las Vegas. You ready for the WOW Women's of Wrestling taping some more? But also the next day, man, you got to get right back on the flight and you got to make your way where? To Texas.
Yes.
Tell us more about those two bookings. Because like I said, I would like to break the news. First of all, a newest entrant into the Sherry Montel Women's Tournament hosted by Booker T at Reality Wrestling. The newest entrant, the ultimate athlete right here, J-Rod is now going to be in that tournament, battling for that new exclusive Sherry Martel belt. So that's one of the things. But you also got another show right before that.
Yes. So I will be opening for the Texans game over in Houston area. So I'm super excited. I'll face Izzy. She's going down.
Okay.
Let's go Cowboys.
Yeah. You know she's gonna be. She's playing the bad girl. She's gonna be in Houston.
What do you mean playing? She is, right?
One
I'm a
thing,
bad girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Izzy, step up. Let's go.
better get with it. Because one thing that'll get you immediate heat. Houston do not like anybody from Dallas. We don't mess with them. We don't blend.
How
It's
about
like
them
oil and water.
Cowboys?
Doesn't work. That's perfect. Go in
And
there
then,
with that.
you broke the news. I will be in the Sherry Martel Classic. So that's one of those things that I was really hoping for, and right time, right place. And I feel like that's another door that God has opened up. So I'm excited to step up and make the most of that opportunity as well.
Yeah, no, that's dope. So tell me, like speaking of Sherry Martel, there's been so many inspirational women in the industry. Like, who do you look up to as an inspiration that kind of pushed you to where you're at now?
Okay, so I'm thinking old school, and I have met her actually backstage at WrestleMania. She, Alundra Blaze.
Whoa.
I was just on the phone with her this morning. Yeah, that's my people.
Yeah, he's incredible, and she's just strong and beautiful. And the same with Beth Phoenix. She's another one, Glamazon. So it's just, I don't think that being feminine and being strong don't have to be two separate things. Like, you can be both. So, and those are women that have definitely embraced that, and two people I look up to in the industry in that way too. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So make it happen on 2K. Alundra Blaze versus the Ultimate Athlete, J-Rod. I want to see
in
that
real life.
In real life too. Yeah, let's make it happen. We can probably make that happen. See next week.
Yeah, I'll make some calls and we'll see what we can do. But yeah, she's definitely different. Like, I mean, from the monster truck stuff to like she's something else.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could definitely see that. And like, any words of inspiration that she gave you, or
she complimented my outfit.
Okay, it's a start. There we go. I like that.
Shot. Let's get the clap. You gonna leave her alone.
With the bar.
But yeah. So like, following that, your biggest inspiration, like you just said, Alundra Blaze. Is there a particular talent out there on the indies that you would like to work with, like an independent dream match, somebody that you've yet to stand across the ring from? Is anybody out there? Look at that camera, give them the promo, call them out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so because I'm a dreamer and I'm one of those that like to manifest my destiny, I'm going big. I'm going WWE. I want to face Bianca Belair. I want to face Charlotte Flair. I want to face Raquel Gonzalez when she comes back. Some of those girls, Jade Cargill.
Yes.
I would love to be in the ring with Nia Jax. I want those big girls on the big stage. So.
That's what I like to hear. And she's not running from. She ain't fearing nobody. Those are the biggest and baddest women all on that roster. Nia Jax, Charlotte, Bianca, Jade. That's, hey man, you asked for the smoke.
I'm bringing the smoke. I want the smoke.
There we go.
Well, she jumped right past the independence there. Straight to the top.
Yeah. I love it. I love that manifestation.
What?
Yeah, manifestation.
So what? Obviously, so you said you were backstage WrestleMania. You were doing some work there for the time, or
yeah, I was there. I mainly did the WrestleCon show there. What is it called?
I know it's
FanFest.
FanFest.
So this year in Philly, or?
It was the memorial
this
show.
year in Philly.
Yeah.
And then because I was there, I was able to kind of see if I could be a part of one of the extra situations backstage, and I ended up getting that opportunity. So that was really cool to be a part of that and participate in that as well.
Awesome. So I know you probably saw our friend that was back there as well, Jordan Oasis.
Yeah.
The big O.
Yeah.
We said who was backstage. We dropped him off. He actually rode with us into Philly. He hung out with us that whole weekend.
I think he was night 2 because I was night 1.
Yeah, because he was a part of Drew McIntyre's entrance.
Yeah, and they had like 30-40 people. So when they were extras backstage, they actually put them in a tent. Backstage. But the night before day 1, they only had about like 10 people. So then we got to go back in the back where, the talent and stuff.
That's pretty dope.
So it was pretty
What was that your first WrestleMania?
I went to the one in Dallas a couple years back, and then when they were in LA, since I
saw
lived
that
in LA
picture.
at the time.
We was in LA for that too.
So well, I wasn't.
Oh well, sorry.
Oh, that was you and
Me and my guy back
your
there.
people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we was back there.
So seeing something like on how inspirational is something like that to be able to see not only, I mean, so truth be told, this was my first WrestleMania. I've been a fan since, I was knee high to a grasshopper.
Really?
I couldn't believe
Your
it.
first one?
Yeah.
40.
First one live.
40 was his first one, but hey,
it was a magical one. Yeah,
we made it a memorable one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did we make it?
He gave me a chair and then took it back.
No.
Wait,
supposed to leave
where's
that
your
out.
chair?
He took it back. He took it back, and I think he was on board with that too.
You got to give him back his chair.
It was an executive decision we had to
It's
make.
gone now. It's
Yeah,
gone
yeah,
now.
it's
So
gone. Yeah,
I mean, but
sorry,
just to see that, like, how inspiring is to not only be at a WrestleMania, but behind the scenes, like that energy. WrestleMania is a different animal.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a whole nother energy. And that's one of those things. I was back there and I was like, I could see myself here. So it's just, as long as I'm working and making it happen, I believe it will.
There you go. Believe it. This is a message to the kids out there.
Yes.
Believe it. You can achieve it.
You can achieve it.
There we have it. So tomorrow, like, do you know what to expect? It's a TV taping.
Yeah.
When will we see the results of this? Do we know, or is
It's going to be like 2025.
okay?
It's going to be probably sometime next year by the time it airs. So definitely you guys are going to have that look behind the scenes before it all comes into play. But yeah, I know it's something that I don't think anyone's ever done on Fremont Street live wrestling like that.
Yeah.
So,
Nobody's doing it out here.
Not a TV taping.
Well, who was wrestled out there on the Fremont? I don't think nobody's wrestled out there on
Let's just say it's the first time.
Yeah.
This is exclusive history going down tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. Might not. It's like the spear.
With the UFC.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think anybody's done it before.
Yeah, that's
somebody
dope.
did, but
So we're gonna be there live covering the thing, right?
yep.
Yeah.
Live and in action. I was trying to connect with David McLean and like I said at CAC, because obviously make that connection. But hopefully, tomorrow we get there. Is Jeannie going to be there?
Yes.
Is AJ Lee still involved, or
she's involved? I'm not sure if she'll be there tomorrow though.
Okay. I didn't know if I saw like when they started it and revamped it back up.
Yeah, she came into the place. She was like the creator, like the creative, leader of it. Yeah, AJ Lee.
Yeah. I didn't know if she had taken a back seat or like left, but she's still in the mix there.
Yeah, I think she's in the mix, maybe a little bit more backseat, but I haven't necessarily met her or gotten to work with her yet, but I know that she's somewhat still involved. So
okay. Were you a fan of her work? Did you go back and do your homework on her?
Yeah, a little bit. Hey, like I said, I like those big girls, so that's one of the things I mostly watch, like old school, even big boy matches. Undertaker, Randy Orton, some of the bigger guys. So I mean, AJ Lee, she's very talented and she's got her own thing going on. But she's more small. Like she's probably one of the smallest women competitors ever into the ring. Look at the height on you right now. You're like up there. You're like 5'11". Yeah.
5'10".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So watching The Undertaker, watching Kane, watching like other big men wrestlers, you can take some of their ring psychology, their selling, and you can put it into your own repertoire for what you're bringing to wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the perfect people to follow.
Yeah, and sometimes even like some of AJ's matches, like when she faces some of the bigger girls, it's like when I'm looking at psychology for, big girl versus little girl, it's one of those things I'm like, okay, she's obviously a great worker. Let's see, if I work someone maybe more her size, like what I can do with them in that way. So yeah.
Right. I guess it could bring out different, like it's all learning, right? Learning experiences and like how can you adapt? And I think that's like, the ultimate athlete, right? To bring out, like be able to adjust to any style or any opponent there. So inspirations, you say, like who were the inspirations as far as wrestlers, whether it's female or was it Undertaker and I mean, who's top rung when it comes to?
And Goldberg. I do the spear, I jackhammer.
Okay. Yeah, you do got a jackhammer. Yeah.
And I also do the Snake Eyes Big Boot, Undertaker style. So, those big girl moves I try to implement. Power. I also trained a little bit with Lil Cholo, who was in Lucha Underground. And I've done like the Crash and different promotions in Mexico as well. So I like to add that little diversity too, because I think it's something that is different and not a lot of big girls can do some cool lucha moves too. So
right. No, I think that's though. Were you ever a fan of are you a fan of Kamala?
Yes.
The rest, we're not getting political. We're talking about the wrestler.
The wrestler. I'm a fan of the wrestler.
The Democrat.
Oh, right. What? No, the wrestler. Right?
I'm gonna say we was avoiding all politics questions, political questions.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Kamala, and then with Clifford, that'll be the culture. And then
yeah, yeah, Kamala. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But when it was cut that.
Kamala the wrestler, and so I was watching a match the other day, which was Kamala versus George the Animal Steel, and it is I think just one of the biggest representation of why I fell in love with wrestling. It was like these characters. So as a kid, I believed that Kamala actually walked around and like that, or had some trainer take him to the grocery store, and George the Animal Steel just, I don't know how he survived a regular life.
Undertaker was always walking around like that too.
He almost was.
Yeah, with the eyes rolling back his head. I thought he'd wake up every morning sitting up like that.
Yeah.
So no, and
like you said, kayfabe.
Yeah. And that's one of the many lost arts in today's day and age with social media.
Yeah, so, I think that's so tough. I think the closest to kayfabe is
right now
MJF, right? Got to be MJF.
Speaking of MJF, did you see the breaking news today? He got casted for Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah,
with Adam Sandler. Yeah,
breaking
that's pretty
kayfabe news.
Breaking kayfabe news. Congratulations to Maxwell Jacob Friedman in your second acting debut, because he was in the Iron Claw.
Oh yeah, he was in that. Did you see his debut in Iron Claw?
I did. Yeah. That was a good movie. That was sad.
Yeah.
Very sad. No.
Did you know the story before you saw the movie?
No, when I saw the movie, I didn't realize there were so many of them, and then how many passed away. I'm like, this is insane.
Oh, who tricked you to go see that movie then?
I wanted to see it. It was wrestling.
You wanted to see it? Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because I saw the documentaries of the Von Erichs before the movie came out, and the documentary made me sad. You know what I'm saying? So that whole situation with the family and how they kind of went down one by one, I was like, it made me emotional. I'm like, damn. Like, you would think if they didn't happen, the bloodline, you see how big they are. You know what I'm saying? You see how the Hart Foundation, how big they came. You can only imagine how big the Von Erichs could have become.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they were huge, like, you know, in the it was a tragic story. Like, very obviously, I had known the story, but even seeing it, I think it was a fair representation of what we knew.
So you saw the Iron Claw?
Yeah.
I steered away from it. I can't.
Oh, you didn't even watch it? You didn't want to tear up in there?
Nope.
Well, we're gonna do a live screening next week. Yeah, we'll get his reaction. See him tear up in here. Have you seen Beyond the Mat? We're huge fans of Beyond the Mat here.
You got to show it.
No. I honestly haven't.
Okay.
Is that something I need to look at?
Yeah, it's definitely a must. Actually, we're going to give you that.
I watched Dark Side the Ring, and I've done my research, but I would love to watch this. Sure.
First question, do you have a DVD player?
I don't.
Okay, so put it back.
But I have like a PlayStation.
Yeah, she got a PlayStation. I can play. That's a DVD player.
Watch it.
That's a DVD player. Don't do that. Oh, you don't got one for the back. Like, what?
Hey, I am old enough to be around when DVDs.
Okay. Well, that's yours. That's a gift from Kayfabe friends.
Thank you. It's taped shut, so they haven't watched it either.
That's a great documentary. That was the first. So before like social media, before we had so much behind the scenes look, that was, and speaking of like the Vince McMahon documentary that just came out, that was the first time he said, come backstage and capture this stuff. So it was like eye-opening. It's interesting to see Mick Foley and The Rock back there and working out their match, and how his family reacts to him getting pummeled by The Rock, and Terry Funk's story. And like, this is a dope DVD. Good story.
I met Mick Foley. He's really cool. So I'm interested in this. I love to learn, and as much knowledge as I can learn about wrestling, I want to.
So let's learn one more thing about you. With all the matches that you've had, do you have like a favorite match with a specific person and an opponent?
I really liked my match with Danny B.
Okay. Shout out Danny B from New Texas Pro.
New Texas
Okay.
Pro.
Fellow Houstonian. That's my girl. That's my sis. Yep.
Yeah.
1.5 Akeem Bees.
But I'm my worst critic. I am one of those that I'll watch every match and find every mistake and try to just continue to improve and get better. So, constant improvement is what I hope to do. So, yeah.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Danny B. Let's go. If y'all, like I said, we can find that match somewhere on YouTube. Danny B versus J-Raw. Was that at New Texas? Or
Yeah. Gabbi Tuft. That was one of my favorite matches too.
Oh, that hit you right there, didn't it? I know it
That's
did.
my boo. So I met her in WrestleMania over at WrestleCon. They was like, "Oh, who's that? Who's that?"
Cool. You remember that, don't you?
I've been following her journey, and they was all breaking my balls. Like I was like, that's my people there. But
you was so nervous. You was sweating through your hoodie. You was slurring your words, everything.
I was nervous. I was in love.
Yeah.
I was in love. It hit me, man. So I mean, these things happen. But So
keep it kayfabe.
in terms of 2025 is coming up. And you say you're big on setting goals and everything, and manifestation, and constant and never ending improvement. What does 2025 look like for you?
I want to be a contracted wrestler in 2025. So hopefully the WWE, keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Hopefully we make it to the big stage in 2025.
I see that. They're talking about Performance Center coming to Vegas. Has there been any obviously, if you're invited backstage to work in any capacity, they have eyes on you to some degree. Right?
Yes.
Is that so? What does it take? And you may have some insight too. I mean, obviously, we've seen a lot of people from FSW go to that next level. What do you think it takes to get to that next level from a business standpoint?
Yes. So I do, having that business mindset and business degree, I look at it as that business mindset. And they have a new program. It's the Next in Line program where they're straight recruiting kids straight out of college, the Olympics, WNBA, NFL. So the most important thing that they're looking for, from independent talent, is your ability to lead and your ability to help those next in line talent that have never done a forward roll or even the most fundamental moves in matches. They need people that know what they're doing, know how to work, and can lead some of these people that come from different athletic backgrounds. So I hope to just continue to keep getting better and be able to lead confidently. So that way, when I get there, that's something I can do with some of the talent that they're bringing in over there, which, I mean, I'm the ultimate athlete, but they have an Olympic gold medalist woman. There's going to be female version of Kurt Angle up in NXT. So you're not going to necessarily up their athleticism, but you can outwork them in that sense of knowing a lot more about wrestling and knowing how to work and knowing how to lead and just being larger than life, a character even. Some people, that's the hardest thing. I feel like that's something for me too. With WOW being Nikki Nashville, that's something too that I've learned to embrace, because that's just a different character, and knowing how to portray a character in front of the camera and in betweens. So after you do a move, if you're Nikki Nashville, you've got to maybe do a lasso.
Yes, last one up. Let's go.
Things like that. So just learning and growing and being able to lead in that sense, I think, is going to be the most important part, especially people coming from all over and different backgrounds in sports and stuff like that.
No, I think that's dope. So we got a J-Rod, right?
Yes.
The ultimate athlete.
The ultimate athlete.
Yeah.
So would you say that's more of an extension of your true self?
Yes. And I ultimately do want to kind of go a different character route with it, only because, like I said, I feel like, yes, the ultimate athlete is my character because I did volleyball, softball, cheer, track, gymnastics. The ultimate athlete in that way, almost like a Mrs. Perfect type character.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Mrs. Perfect.
Mrs. Perfect.
Yeah.
But it's something that they're recruiting all these talent that come from these great WNBA. And so maybe coming from like a different aspect, because I have a business degree, maybe a business suit and
like
rip
that.
it off She-Hulk
She said,
style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn Ultimate Athlete.
She-Hulk.
you
Yeah,
know?
look. You remember the scene She-Hulk and Meg Thee Stallion? You know, that went viral.
What's the?
Meg Thee Stallion made a guest cameo on the She-Hulk show on Disney Plus.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
You didn't see
she
that?
did.
Oh, okay.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
Okay.
she like twerked. or
Yeah, she was
something.
twerking.
Yeah, rip off the student twerk. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
but no, that'll be a dope thing. Like,
I'm not gonna twerk.
yeah, that'll be dope. But She-Hulk concept within wrestling, that'll be dope.
Well, tell me, what is your approach to? I mean, because that's a huge part of the game. Like I see a lot of talents out there, especially on the independents that are coming up. They got the look, they got the moves, and then the character aspect.
Yep.
And again, going back to when we were talking to Sting at the CAC, he said that's what's missing is like this character that he came up with. A lot of people, the character development. What is your process? And like when you're presented with, okay, Nikki Nashville now, what is your mindset? What is your process to work that out? Is there a lot of behind the scenes when you're at home, just like going through motions, watching stuff? What inspires that?
Yeah. So you kind of have to learn like what would Nikki Nashville do, or what would the Ultimate Athlete do, or where are they from? And basic like fundamental storytelling when you're building a character, even in like storybooks or movies, or it's like, who is this person? What do they believe? What are their values? Where do they come from? What do they want? Do they want to be champion, or do they just want to mess around and screw things up with everyone? So it's just one of those things like learning and growing as that character versus me as a person. And so it's completely different. I'm not from Nashville, but my character is. So what would someone from Nashville do? Southern accent, y'all, different things. So
I'm just kidding.
no.
I'm just kidding. I was just kidding. Haley's from Tennessee. I'm just saying. Look how that worked out. I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
NJ. Okay, yeah, she is from.
Wait, put $1 in the
right.
What did I say?
$10 bill. What did I say?
You're
never innocent, dude.
What did I do?
So, so a lot of us saying. So, tell me what's the motivation now? So, tell me who you are.
So, as Nikki Nashville or J-Rod, the Ultimate Athlete?
Yeah, can you switch between both? Give me a little J-Rod, and then I'll ask you a question as Nikki Nashville.
Well, I feel like the J-Rod is still in character development in that way, because I do want to, like I said, maybe expand the character a little bit more and embrace maybe coming from like the business background and stuff like that. And then the Nikki Nashville character, she's just a girl next door with a little bit of glam.
The girl next door.
Yeah, she's coming from that country pop star type vibes, and she's glitter and glam, and she wants to also get a little down and dirty too.
Okay.
Glitter and glam. Get ready for that body slam. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
She may have that sweet Southern smile, but she can kick your butt.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You
And
get
I'm
that
looking forward.
jackhammer, you keep messing with her.
Yeah. Would you like the jackhammer, Shakur? Why
You see a
not?
crash test dummy or what?
What?
Yeah.
Well, no.
I can jackhammer all of you. Let's do that.
Oh, okay. You next. That's
everybody
and that's the
through
difference.
the table. Yeah.
That's the difference.
There we have it. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow night, live on Fremont Experience. Do you know where they're setting up? Have you been down there already?
Yeah, I think they said stage 3. Is that more familiar with the locals?
That's like in the front of the walk from like the Walgreens and that Nacho Daddy and that White Castle. There's a stage right here to the left. That's stage 3.
Okay,
that's right there in the front.
That's the main one.
Okay.
And that kicks off tomorrow. What, 7 o'clock? Is it 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock, buddy.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's past your bedtime. You gonna be up? You gonna be okay? Keep it kayfabe. All right. So now it's a new segment that we call Hot Seat with Holiday.
Oh god.
Yeah. But it's all wrestling. So basically, we're gonna keep the women's of wrestling theme. So I'm gonna just have you rank 4 women's wrestlers from first to fourth. All right, you just put them however order you want. So basically, rank these 4 females based on their in-ring ability. All right, and these 4 names are Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, Jade Cargill, and Liv Morgan. So you can rank them from 1 to 4 based off of who's the best and the worst on their in-ring ability.
All right, who was the first one?
Rhea Ripley.
Okay. I'm going to put her first.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put Becky, Liv Morgan, and then Jade.
Oh, I like that. That's accurate to what how I ranked them too.
Yeah.
Because Rhea, we've seen her have big time matches with the smaller competitors like Zelina.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they had the championship match at Backlash in her home country, Puerto Rico, and that was a banger. And then also Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
And the story that she can tell with another smaller individual. But then we've also seen her have like a technical clinic with Becky Lynch.
Yep.
And go to war with other bigger opponents like a Nia Jax.
Yes.
So I like that. Rhea and then Becky and then Liv Morgan and then Jade. I like that.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, no, I like that. Let's talk about Rushmore of women's wrestling. If you had to get up there and chisel out side of a mountain or something with the top 4 women wrestlers of all time.
All time.
Of all time, yep.
This
in
is
your
actually
opinion,
hard.
No wrong answer. In your opinion.
Okay. Oh.
So that's what we call it, the hot seat. Mm-hmm.
I know. Because, I mean, I feel like a Trish Stratus would definitely be on there.
Okay.
Pioneer.
China.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say, like, bring in a new school. I would say the face, like, new school wrestler would probably be either Rhea or Bianca.
I like that.
Okay.
And then my 4th, I would throw in, like, an old school, like an Alundra Blaze on there.
Hey, I like that list.
So she made it. That's
So give us a recap.
No, I think that's I mean, that kind of runs the gamut of a lot of talent there. So that's a very respectable. I pack up the family in the station wagon, go seat out Mount Rushmore, and have a good family vacation. Talking about the great feats of that these women have done in the wrestling industry. So recently, in a hot topic is did you watch the Vince McMahon documentary?
I haven't. It's on Netflix now, so I'll have to go watch it. But I haven't seen it yet. I'm intrigued to see it because I know even he put out a statement saying like this isn't an accurate representation.
He tried to get in front of it a little bit, but then he brought more fire onto himself because the attorney from the chick that's suing him in that lawsuit, she got on there and commented. So
what'd she say?
She basically said everything that Netflix kind of put together is the honest truth. Don't believe what he's saying.
Oh, I think that gets, I don't know if it gets into, I watched like most of it, but I haven't seen anything that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like the character stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people that watch it that don't watch wrestling.
Yeah.
And they watch it and you could see it and you would buy into the character aspect and think that's real. I mean, obviously there's some extension to it,
Yeah.
but if you have no clue of like, if you weren't there watching the storyline during the, and know the industry, you would think, oh yeah, this guy is an animal.
A prick.
But that's what we liked about the show, right? Because here comes Mr. McMahon. He's crazy, and it's like it's all good times. But you put it now in these times, it's kind of a different context.
Oh yeah, it'd be canceled if it were now. It would be canceled.
So like going back to like the Attitude Era, as far as the way women's wrestling was portrayed, who do you think was the biggest inspiration to or catalyst to get us to where we are now?
I want to say Jazz.
I like that.
I think even Beth Phoenix is one of those women that took wrestling seriously and kind of desexualized it a little bit and made it more about the wrestling and the talents and abilities. I do think that there's a place for some of the sexualization of women in wrestling. I know that may be a little controversial, but I mean, I know there are a lot of women that want to be sexy and portray that type of character. I know Chelsea Green has been very outspoken about wanting to bring back the divas in that way. I like maybe a good mix of both of them. I think that women can still be sexy, but then also fierce and powerful as well. So as long as we still, show that we can work and can be badass and strong, I don't see an issue with having a little bit of skin showing as well.
I like that. I like that insight. I like that analysis.
Thank you.
I like the execution. I love that answer. That is why you are the ultimate athlete, J-Rod.
10 out of 10. So as I know you got a busy night and a busy morning and a busy day after that, like you're a busy woman. I want to ask you this. I'm the David difference over the difference that Dave makes. I'm an alien. I'm different. When it comes to you, like climbing that ladder, obviously you're making moves, you're headed in the right direction. When it comes to you, what's the difference?
The difference is I'm me. I don't think that anyone has gone through the experiences and the different things that I've gone through in my life. And also having the background and not necessarily knowing wrestling in that sense and coming in with that business mindset as well as my athleticism and then still wanting to be sexy and strong. I think that that's something that I'm just going to bring a little bit of that old school back. That's kind of what makes me different, less acrobatics. And I want that storytelling. I want the old school feel and vibes of I want to be almost even comical, and I'm a little awkward sometimes. So I want to embrace that and let that be known too, that you can still be awkward and funny, but then still be a strong badass. So I think that's kind of what makes me different.
Heard it.
Thanks, guys.
I love that.
Out there on social media, at first, to all the women out there, young girls, there's a lot of girls that look up to you, right? A little inspiration. The game has definitely changed. I mean, obviously, like this show, we're looking at the rankings and it's 98% men that watch this. Obviously, there's a lot of women out there, though, that have aspirations of doing what you're doing and taking it to another level. What's a piece of advice that you would give to them getting into wrestling, and then also just life advice? Obviously, you're a business major and, you made some moves. Talk to the kids.
Yeah, no, honestly, kids are part of the reason I want to do this. I think that that's something that they need as well, is to have those strong women in that position of influence. So I think that just continuing to be a strong mentor to those children as well. But even like you said, both little boys and little girls, I think that having those women that just stand in what they believe in, they work towards their dreams, they do what it takes, they don't give up, they make the sacrifices. Sometimes things aren't hard and everything's not necessarily handed to you. So I think it's important to just work for what you want and dream big. I think that that's huge. So many people settle and so many people will stay in their comfort zone, and things are hard. And I feel like that's one of the things too that'll get you to that next level or get you to those big dreams, is just to believe that you can. So I think that believe, like we said earlier, and achieve.
Yeah.
I love that.
No, I think that's magical.
That answer proves not only why you're the ultimate athlete, but you're the ultimate guest. So thank you, J-Rod.
I know I'm cheesy, but it's real.
No. It's beautiful.
Real.
It's beautiful and magical. Tell everybody how they can follow you and what you got coming up.
I'm all over on social media, mostly Instagram at JSRODEN. You can find me on Twitter, JRod Pro Wrestle. YouTube, JRod. Probably you'll find some matches on there. Wow, Women of Wrestling. Follow us on both social media, and we're live on TV. I mean, episodes come out daily, so definitely follow us there. My
Vegas TV.
OVW TV.
OVW weekly. Yes, I don't know why I didn't say that. I'm the freaking champ. part of the revolution. So you better keep up. I'm taking on those girls over there, and I'm not slowing down. So
right.
She sent Layla Gray packing. Let's see what she sends packing next. Y'all keep an eye out for the Ultimate Athlete on OVW, the women's champion, here live on Kayfabe Friends. And do not miss the Wild Women's of Wrestling showing up here at Las Vegas tomorrow, first time ever TV tapings with the debut of none other than Nikki Nashville. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah,
Thank you guys. Thank you for having me.
And don't shun us tomorrow when you see us down there. If you shun me, then nah.
I would not. No, I'll introduce you to Dave. Is it?
Yeah,
Do all
Dave
the
McClain.
things. Yeah, David McLean.
Dave.
David.
All right.
David.
Tomorrow
Dave
night we'll be down there. I appreciate you and thank you. Like, yeah, it's been magical. Thank you. Everybody give it up one more time.
Thank you guys. You guys were great. And then I never found out about your box.
Oh, so the box here, NJ tends to cuss a lot.
NJ tends to cuss a lot.
So I said, let's start putting $1 in the box, and then we donate it to either a good cause, Cauliflower Alley Club, at the end of each month, or to a subscriber.
Okay.
So
Well, shit.
Oh man! And you see that? You see how she pays the toll? You're still
humanitarian.
You're still behind $15, Dave. Learn something.
Right, you're right.
And that's the difference.
There we are. Thank you. I
I like the
appreciate
box. I
that.
like the
All
box.
right. Well, good stuff. Thank you again.
Of course. Thank you guys.
One more round of applause. Let's go. Let's go.
You're still in the doghouse with me.